Hi, my name is Tamiris and I'm here today to present my research project titled Flower Size Affects Bee Species Visitation Pattern on Flowers with Poricidal Anthers Across Case Studies. This study investigated the relationship between flower size and pollinator assemblage across plant species bearing poricidal anthered flowers, addressing two main questions. How does flower size influence the assemblage of bee species across plant species bearing poricidal anthered flowers? And how is flower size related to the size and vibrating behavior of the most frequent bee species visiting the poricidal anthered flowers across plant species? Our hypotheses for this relationship are the following. Larger flowered species should be visited by more species, varying more on their functional groups than smaller flowered species. Larger flowered species are visited by more diverse bee assemblage, including vibrating, pollinators, and non-vibrating antagonists bees species than smaller flowered species. The larger flowered species are more prone to having large-bodied bee species, mandatory exhibiting sonication behavior as the most frequent flower visitor than the smaller flowered species. To test our hypothesis, we built a dataset based on a systematic search of published studies describing the visiting patterns of pollen flowers with poricidal anthers in different plant species. After the screening, we got 32 suitable study cases, which summed data on 56 plant species with poricidal anthers. To measure the size of the poricidal anthered flower of different plant species, we used digital images of each plant species available at online plant collection databases. The floral visitors are classified according their functional groups, and out of those groups, the bees are subdivided into two groups, vibrating and non-vibrating bees. The number of visiting bees species was 0.4 and 1.2 times greater among larger flowered plants than medium and small flowered ones, respectively. Large flowered species are visited 2 times more by vibrating bees species than small flowered ones. The floral size did not influence the number of non-vibrating bees species. The most frequent visitor bees species had vibrating behavior. The size of the bee species visiting large flowered species was 2 times larger than the ones visiting small flowered plant species. This behavior may suggest an association between floral size and the body size of the pollinators. Conclusions. Floral size affects the richness of visitors' assemblage and the size traits of the bee species interacting with plant species with poricidal anthered flowers. We advocate that the positive correlation between floral size and the amount of pollen offered by the poricidal anthered flowers leads to a situation in which the effect of flower size on the visitation patterns has probably a low impact in the pollination outcome. Thank you very much for your time.